my R&B all over my roster. Bitch, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. Veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 and a throw right away. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see 1st downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Now it's Rodgers. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he's got it, and it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard, and the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. This is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers got a man. That's Lazard. Touchdown. Allen Lazard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Dolphins 0. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down. First and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to...
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the grab. He's got the first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. An inside give to Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Up the middle, Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. A give to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The give is to Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Tua. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Sanders is good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a first down carry by Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Rodgers to throw once more. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
This is Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
11 yards there on the touchdown run.
As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice consistent gain.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Two and now on first down. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Once again, it's Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. Woo. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the pause. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatched waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. And all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes.